Home automation is growing at an insane pace, and if you haven't automated even parts of your home, you might be left behind when it comes to security and peace of mind. Now, this video is going to help you kick off your smart home with some reliable products that I've been using myself. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 of my favorite HomeKit compatible devices that you need to add to your home. My name is J.I. I make videos on the technology in our lives and how we can use them to make our lives easier. If that interests you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get one thing out of the way. Automating your home doesn't mean that robots are going to take over or anything crazy like that. It just leads to added convenience, more efficient power management, and security when you're away. You gotta stop believing those Hollywood movies. Now, when I automate my home, I use only HomeKit compatible products. When deciding to automate your home, you gotta ask yourself, how do you want to control everything? Do you use an Android or an iPhone? And if you do use one of those ecosystems, do you want to use multiple different apps to control your smart devices? Or do you want everything under one umbrella? For myself, I use almost everything Apple, so it makes sense to use their built-in smart home, we'll call it management system. That way you don't have to go into different apps for each manufacturer to control the device that you purchased. You just have to use one app and everything is there. This is actually super beneficial because you don't have to rely on the manufacturer delivering a good app experience. If their app is garbage, then no problem. If it integrates with HomeKit or Google Home, you can use that interface instead. Not to mention, it integrates with other things in the Apple ecosystem, such as Siri, so I can tell Siri to lock the doors or even arm my alarm at night from my Apple Watch. I can even send temporary smart keys to guests or the dog sitter so they can have access to my home and secure it when they're leaving. There are advantages to using HomeKit compatible products. In order to do that, I need to buy products that have this HomeKit compatible logo on it. All the smart devices I have integrated into my home are HomeKit compatible. There are some products like my fan and my outdoor cameras that are not, but there's an unofficial way to make it HomeKit compatible, which I have done. That is for another video. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that in the comments down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're eager to see it. So my plugs, my lights, my smart locks, they all have that HomeKit compatible symbol. If you want to use something like Google Home or Alexa, you just gotta look for those logos on the products you buy. Now, all the devices that I talk about today will have links in the description down below with the best prices on Amazon. The first device I have hooked up to my home is the Aqara Smartlock. This is actually super affordable, and at the time of this video, pricing is about $180 Canadian. The reason I went with this device is not just because it's solidly built, but it has multiple ways to access the lock. You have a keypad as well as a fingerprint reader. These are great additions, but because it's HomeKit compatible, I can use Apple Home to unlock it, and my favorite, Apple Home Key. This means you have a digital key in your Apple Wallet. I currently have my credit cards, my gift cards, my car keys, and now I got my house keys as well, all in that digital wallet. I can pull up the key and tap my lock to unlock it when I arrive home. Not to mention, you can add guest users and share a key with them digitally and revoke it when necessary. Despite what your tinfoil wearing hat friends and Hollywood movies tell you, using these digital mechanisms to access your home are far safer than carrying around a physical key. And the upside is that you also have immediate alerts to when your doors have been locked or unlocked. That's a huge advantage. This next device is my favorite because it's not only easy to install, but it is compatible with any garage door that has a remote. It's also very affordable at under $45 Canadian. The Meross HomeKit compatible garage door module is great to ensure your garage door is secured at all times. It comes with an open-close sensor, so you no longer have to wonder if you actually close the garage door. You can view the status of your door from anywhere in the world and open or close it if you need to. It's really simple to pair with your remote, and once the initial pairing process is done, you can control it with HomeKit. This is massively beneficial for me since I don't have to carry my garage door opener in my new car. And by the way, having a physical garage door opener in your car is essentially inviting nefarious people to come enter your home. If you leave your car outside, having your garage door opener in plain sight is a terrible idea. My car with Apple CarPlay has full secure access to my garage door, so when I'm in my vehicle, I can immediately close and open my doors from the display itself. Abode is one of the very few companies that make HomeKit compatible alarm systems, and they're really good. The company has a 9-piece security kit that they sell for just under $400 USD and comes with the alarm hub, a bunch of door sensors, a motion sensor, a doorbell cam, and a physical key fob. The kit that I have works essentially the exact same way, and it also integrates with HomeKit, so I can see which doors are open or closed, and also arm my system from intruders at night, all within my Apple Home app. I get real-time alerts when there's intrusions, and it also integrates with my smoke detectors to notify me when I'm away if a fire or smoke is detected in the house. You can also have an optional subscription with them to have a third-party monitoring service, but I prefer to keep an eye on things myself, and that's okay too. The Meross smart plug has been absolutely reliable when it comes to HomeKit. These smart plugs don't require a hub either, and are simply plug, pair, and play. No fuss. I would recommend getting these ones as they're the most cost-effective plugs on the market, and the fact that it works with HomeKit means you don't have to worry if the manufacturer app is trash. I pretty much set it and forget it, which is how smart home devices should work. Finally, we have the Nanoleaf lineup of products. Now, I love Nanoleaf in terms of their smart lighting. They do offer smart bulbs, but where their innovation shines, pardon the pun, is in the light panels that they offer. If you love ambient lighting in your home, these unique lighting panels are my favorite options to give you your home that modern aesthetic. I have both the Nanoleaf Elements panel to elevate my office setup and the Nanoleaf Skylight to give that ambient lighting in our movie room, and they just work so well with HomeKit. You can modify colors within HomeKit if you like, but this is one of those cases where the company's app is quite good and actually has some added functionality that you can use like scenes to elevate your experience. Best part is that you can sync these scenes down to HomeKit so they're easily accessible from your smart home. Now, remember, in order to be HomeKit compatible, companies have to go through a certain certification process with Apple. It's a double-edged sword though, because while it's nice to see Apple vetting the standard of quality that enters the ecosystem, it does cost companies money to go through this process, which ultimately leads to the higher cost of the product itself compared to other non-HomeKit compatible devices. So it really just trickles down to the consumer. Whether you want to pay the extra Apple tax just to have it under your Apple Home app, well, that's up to you. Luckily, all these products I've talked about today are not super expensive compared to the competition out there, and usually you can get some great deals on Black Friday and Cyber Mondays, so definitely check those out in the links down below. What are you using primarily for your smart home ecosystem? Is it Apple Home, Google Home, or Alexa compatible devices? I just want to see what people are using on a daily basis and why. I mean, there's really no wrong answer, so leave your comment down below. I would love to open up a conversation with you. My name is J.I. Thank you for watching, and thank you for kicking it with me.